While Manchester shoppers picked out Christmas presents, a group of women with a sobering message marched through the city, remembering victims of domestic violence.
I wanted to remember the women that are killed in the UK as a result of domestic violence, but that are killed by men known to them, sons, husbands, ex-partners, boyfriends, because the headlines very rarely talk about us. The headlines are always about our killers' depression, their alcoholism, this, that and the other, whatever the killer's excuse, that's what makes the headlines, not the women and the names of the women. So I wanted to say the women's names out loud and remember them so that we can represent them, because they really should be walking with us today.
I work with domestic abuse during the day, and the reason why I'm on this march is because I've been through domestic abuse myself. I recognise that we need to, as women, we need to know that there are services out there for us. It's really important. At the time when you're going through domestic abuse, you feel so alone and so isolated.
The services have been massively affected by cuts. There are lots of petitions at the moment. You'll find them on Twitter and Facebook. People trying to save refuges because they're due to close. And this just shouldn't be happening. It's 2016 and approximately 2 women a week are being killed.
Working with young people, as I do, that have gone through domestic abuse, the services are really, really poor. We know that, that domestic abuse affects 1 in 4 families. That's what we know of. We suspect that it's greater than that. And this is from all walks of life. We know the impacts on women, we know the impacts on men that are going through domestic abuse, and we also know the impacts on children. And they're startling. And, 25% of all crime in this country is domestic abuse. And if we could tackle that and tackle that at the heart and have more funding and more services out there for people, we could start to eradicate it.
I think the government, again, it is a difficult one. I don't think anybody intentionally would want women to suffer at the hands of a partner. But I think sometimes it's short-sightedness when they're making decisions to cut funding to domestic violence services, to cut funding that means that refuges may have to close or services might have to pull themselves back. That's not okay. And we have to, as women, as human beings, try and stop the government from doing that and put pressure on them to make sure that the support level we've got at the moment, that's not good enough what we've got at the moment. So further cuts will make that list of women's names that we read out today on that march, that list will be longer next year if we carry on in that direction that we're going down.
It feels really empowering to see so many women here. The majority of them have probably been touched by domestic abuse themselves or from a family member. So it feels really empowering and really good to be going on this walk.
The women will continue to campaign against cuts and are planning to march again in the new year. Sheldon Ridley reporting in Manchester for Yorkshire Voice.